June in the Rocky Mountains means that the high elevations are starting to become accessible for the short summer season. Got my cold brew going here. Check this coffee cup out. A little off center, I'll fix that. But these will be for sale on the website. And then also I have the Independence Overland one. I doubled this one up, they won't be like that. It'll be Toyota, and then one side will be, maybe I do like it like that. We got the FJ, the 4Runner, and the Tacoma on this. I think that turned out pretty cool. I've got other products too that I'm working on. Some of them were failures. But I've got some cool stuff coming in case you guys do want to help support in a different way. With all my camera stuff and all of my cooking setup, it has been awesome for the years that I've used it, but I'm very excited about the new truck, and I have put a deposit on that truck, and it's gonna be cool. Are you pretty excited, dog? How was your frolicking quest?
We're so much higher in elevation than I thought.
Running out of breath?
Oh my gosh, I ran out of breath like 3/4 of the way up that hill.
We are on, we are on the flat tops, as it's called. There's a whole area by Glenwood Springs it's referred to as the flat tops. And it's kind of, there's not a lot of technical terrain for the most part. You can get into some of that, but it's a lot of easy rolling, really pretty places to get out and explore. Today we're going to do a trail that I've been checking out on Trails Off-Road, and I've never really done a full-on trail up on the flat top, so we're going to do that. It's going to be a little bit muddy. It rained last night. It looks like it's going to rain a little bit more today, and it's a little chilly. You got the whole thing on.
Yeah, but it's just because it's cozy.
How many eggs do you want? 2? Alright, breakfast.
Thanks, babe. Your breath smells like eggs and bagels. How suspicious.
Okay, so I didn't make any pre-packed eggs for this in my little vacuum sealed bags. So I just brought a regular carton of eggs. And what I did is I cut this down so it'd fit in the fridge a little bit easier. Because with the refrigerators, I don't worry about like the eggs getting crushed as much. As long as you pack correctly, you should be fine. So whenever you're done with these eggs, you can take your pocket knife and just trim this down. And that'll free up some more space in the refrigerator for drinks or whatever you got. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Where are my holes? In there. Alright, so it's probably going to be a muddy day. We're going to travel down this trail right behind us here. There's a 4Runner that went by, and then they turned around probably like a half hour later, so I'm wondering if we're going to run into a snowpack. But
yeah,
we'll
a little bit worried about that, but...
Or it was mud. Mud's possible. I'm not really too worried about mud.
It didn't look like a super capable 4Runner.
Yeah, it was lifted. It was a nice one, but you know, you never know.
We'll see.
And different people have different tolerances.
There's so many trails out here. If we need to go down another one, we can go down another one.
We'll go down another one. And Natalia's gonna drive so I can fly the drone. Yep. Sound good?
You gotta do a dance with me.
The high country doesn't melt off until a little over halfway through the year. But when that snow finally melts, it's absolutely incredible up here. And with the short summers, you have to pack in as many trips as you can while you can. Things to know about June in Colorado. Running into snow is likely, and while a winch is great, max track should be higher on your priority list. All of the snow is slowly melting, so mud pits will cover the trail more often than not. The animals that have been hibernating have just started to wake back up and are on a mission to fatten back up.
Trying to see something furry in the woods!
And all of the standing water can only mean one thing. Populations of mosquitoes that you've only seen in your nightmares. Putting aside the hungry insects, the hungry animals, and the cold evenings, it's quite amazing in the high country this time of the year. We are in marmot country. It reminded me of when we went to Mexico and we stumbled on the rocks that are covered in iguanas, because they are just everywhere. Blue is also very interesting.
She's very excited. They're everywhere.
This is a good little rock field.
Yeah.
Cool stones.
Oh yeah, are we about to drive over a waterfall? Is there a waterfall right now?
I think so. That's what I'm thinking.
Cool.
You gotta drive over right at the top of it, which is pretty cool. Epic spot. These canyon walls. That's what we were just driving up along. Now we came down.
There's a campsite right there.
I saw that. I don't know if we are going to camp here, but this is an awesome campsite. Yeah, very much still used. Yeah, there's still stuff in there, like some plastic containers and stuff. So somebody, somebody still uses it from time to time. Pretty awesome. Looks like we got a good amount of rain coming in. He's unaffected by that.
She's just gonna sit on me now.
I think we're gonna move on to camp. We're almost done with this trail. It was actually a pretty nice trail. It's only taken us, I guess we've been bebopping along for like 3 hours or so. 2 hours, 3 hours?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe more. I haven't really.
Which is nice. We haven't done any like short duration trips this year. And really we didn't camp much in Colorado last year because we were going so many other places. So it's gonna be nice. We're gonna set up camp pretty early in the day compared to what we're used to, really.
Ready? Catch me.
No.
But a spider monkey.
As we make our way towards the end of the trail, we find that our suspicions are correct. We've run into one area on the mountain that has more snow than the rest. So it's either going to be clearing that out. Up here it's got a little bit too. I'm not so worried about this. I just saw a Jeep Gladiator on like 37s turn around. I think I'm just going to get the Max Trax out and dig it out because I'd rather dig it out than turn around, honestly. So I think I'm going to do that.
Dig out one spot and then everyone else can ride the trail.
The drop off where we're throwing the snow is about 100 feet down. I had to do camera work, so I stood back, but Natalie took care of this. I've been in this situation before, and back then I didn't have a winch, recovery boards, or much experience for that matter, and I nearly slid off the side of a steep shelf road similar to this. While this may not look incredibly intimidating, it certainly is. As spring temperatures climb, the snow melts during the day and it freezes at night. One side of your truck is on ice and the other side is on mud, and all of your weight is facing down the slope. And it's no secret that my FJ Cruiser is not a lightweight vehicle. Hugging the soft, muddy edge more than I'd prefer to, we are the first to make it through this section of the trail for the year. We did it. A little sketchy. See, and when I did the Max Trax comparison with some of the other ones, and they break in the cold, it's concerning if you were in this same situation, trying to get through, that some of the cheaper boards would break on you. Well, that was exciting.
That was exciting. We're almost done with this trail anyway, so it's at the very end, and now we have just cleared it for other people.
By next weekend it should be passable. That was kind of sketchy. We still use the Max Trax, as you saw.
Yeah, it's not that it's like so much snow, because obviously we dug it out a whole lot, but it's just super slippery. I mean, I was slipping on it just walking across it.
Right.
And I've got pretty slip-proof shoes on. And
as it melts, it's turning all of this dirt into mud. So towards the edge of the road on the other side is going to be muddy and slick. as well as there's always a chance of it crumbling underneath your tires because you've got a heavy vehicle going over the top of it. And so it was a lot of work just digging it. I'm out of breath, not from adrenaline, I'm out of breath from digging that out.
Honestly, the worst part was the bug bites.
Mosquitoes are out of control up here.
They are going crazy and I feel so itchy now.
We are next to a giant lake right now,
Yep.
and we are trying to steer clear of it.
Yep.
It's too bad because
It is too bad because we
I would like to fish a little bit.
Oh, that, yeah. And also I just love being by water.
All right, so now we're going to try to find us a campsite.
Yep.
Yep.
The clouds are getting darker in the distance, and the rain is sure to be on its way. We keep getting tempted by some open campsites with epic views, but with the thunderstorms working their way towards us, we need to concentrate on finding cover. Camping in the trees is tonight's only logical option, as the wind and the rain will be here soon.
It's actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's really not that cold. I know I look like it's probably cold, but
She's always cold.
feels good.
We went down this trail to go find another campsite, and we drove for what, like 45 minutes probably? And there was like one campsite the entire way. There's a bunch of fire rings, but it didn't look like anybody had been parked
There
on.
were no roads out to the fire ring.
Yeah, we don't know if they're like horse camps
Like
or
at
something.
all. Not even grown over ones.
So
weird.
I felt kind of weird about going out there. So anyway, we came back up to the trailhead, and we're camped out under some aspens. We had to put some major rocks underneath the tires. The awning is doing its thing. I got some tarp clamps up here, or I forget what they're called. I'll link them, but I put those up to kind of help make up for the pooling effect that happens with these awnings. I could have used one more on the back side, but yeah, it's coming down pretty good. I'm gonna set up our little propane fire and have some heat. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
It's gonna be real nice.
And some burgers.
And some burgers. So, I am cooking burgers and sweet potato waffle fries. I was gonna bake these, but I decided to try them in coconut oil. Oh, they're shaping up pretty nice. It is June 18th or 19th, and it is like 50 degrees and raining. My wife is gone just when her burger is ready. I'm pretty sure it's a fire ban up here. I'm not entirely sure. Even though it just rained, that doesn't mean the fire ban goes away instantly. And this area actually was on fire. Last year, we saw some of that burn earlier, and it's pretty sad. But now that I got that propane fire pit, it's just super easy. Blue, you were shivering cold. I wouldn't say this is one of the most epic places in Colorado that I've been to, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Oh, there's the rain. Better get my camera out of it.
Wow, this knife is amazing. Yeah. Maybe I do want to. Yum. I loved the rain last night. I used to get so like scared of the rain not scared of the rain, but like when I was camping that it was gonna like soak everything. Yeah. And now that I'm in a rooftop tent that's also hard-sided, and it's just the Ayuk cab, like we've been in the rain so many times and it's been fine. Because even in our the Odin one, I would still worry about the rain in that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I did too.
Didn't it come in like weird ways? Like it didn't come through the material, but it like came in the weird sidebar area or something.
This is windy.
This is the first tent that I've like legit enjoyed the rain in.
Right. It's different when you have like an actual roof. Like what feels like a roof.
Yeah, I mean, we still have like roof. The 3 sides, so if it was coming diagonal, but
it's
the material's so good that...
Yeah, and there's 2 layers of it. Last night was some of the most intense rain that I've experienced in Colorado in quite some time. You could hear how big the drops were hitting the top of the tent, and it was consistent, and it was coming down pretty hard. So anyway, our boots were packed with mud today. I had to scrape all that off once we got out and started walking around. We don't really mind camping in the rain that much because it gives you time and forces you to have time under the awning, a little less distracted, and just kind of hanging out and talking. So we actually like it quite a bit. Blue doesn't particularly care for it, but it was pretty nice. It was cold. That Hess mattress is incredible. I slept so well last night. We have another trip coming up next weekend. We've got a lot of weekend trips coming here pretty quick before I've got like a week and a half to go explore, which is gonna be pretty cool. But next weekend, me and Natalia are gonna go do another trail that I'm very excited about. I haven't done it in a couple years. And it is a very cool trail, very exciting place. It's just beautiful up there. So that's gonna be a cool video. And so for this weekend, that about wraps it up. We're gonna head out of here and we'll see you on the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to check out my other adventure, off-road, and overland related content.